Shannon Young. I'm an attorney and also the founder of Young Law Group. I'm also the founder of Women Decision Makers, and today we are here with Raquel Tallent, who is one of our Women Decision Maker members. Welcome, Raquel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we want to talk about you and your business, as you are going to be a panelist on our next upcoming Women Decision Makers Breakfast on January 29th. So tell us a little bit about you, your background, and your business.
Okay, so I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, and I'm also an exercise physiologist, which basically means I have a master's in exercise physiology. So I've been a dietitian almost 5 years now, but I started the journey, it's been about 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Raquel, one of the things that I've noticed in my field when it comes to estate planning is a lot of people think that there's a one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to their planning, and they think that they can get form documents or that what works for you is going to work for them. And that's why we really focused on making sure that the planning that I do is customized, because everyone's situation is different. And I think that that's probably similar in your field, right? A lot of times people will follow something and they'll think like, okay, well, this worked for that person or that works for this group of people, so it's going to work for me. But when it comes to nutrition, what would you say is really important to take note of?
Yeah, so that's all very true with nutrition. So we all have very different needs. Mm-hmm. It could be a difference in activity level, age, body size, genetics. It can also be differences in health. So we can't always see certain conditions people may have or certain diseases people may have, or know certain conditions they may be more prone to than someone else. So there are so many things that go into what makes something healthful for somebody. So yes, just because it works for one person does not mean it works for another. And in some cases, certain things can actually be very detrimental to people's health. And I don't think a lot of people know this. I found even with working with people who have diabetes or have kidney disease, a lot of times they don't even know the information as far as, what they should or shouldn't be doing, as far as like nutrition. So their doctors didn't even provide it, or maybe they just they got a little, but not enough to understand it. Mm-hmm. So it's very important to be assessed if you're looking for individualized help. A proper assessment by a professional is really important to actually meet your needs and for it to be helpful to you. Then, not even just with health, but you have to factor in someone's lifestyle. We don't all have the same budgets. We don't have the same preferences. We don't have the same aversions. Some people have allergies. Some people don't. Some have kids. Some don't have kids. Their kids may be picky or have an allergy. So many variables. So like what I would recommend for one person could be completely unrealistic for somebody else. But I think some people get discouraged because they think like, well, I can't do that. So they just don't try. And it's like, well, no, we could still be healthful. We wouldn't do that. We would do something completely different. That doesn't mean it's not just as healthy. It's just different, right? Because you're different. So lots of things go into it. There's a lot of not so great information out there. Right. So I encourage people to seek out someone who has nicely, but knows what they're really knows what they're talking about, and is going to assess you to make sure that it's a plan or a program that's right for you. And same with kids, Right.
So in order to get more information, for those that are interested in learning more about you and what you do and being more healthful themselves, how can they reach you?
So they could go to my website, www.tallentnutrition.com, and there's a contact info on there. Or I'm also on Facebook and Instagram as at Tallent Nutrition.
Okay, and Tallent with 2 L's.
Yes, Tallent with 2 L's. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to having you on the panel at the next Women Decision Makers Breakfast on Wednesday, January 29th at 8 a.m. at the Bottega Exchange. We will be there from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. with a phenomenal panel on health and wellness, including Miss Raquel Tallent and Tallent Nutrition.